Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to begin with a question. Have you ever wondered why some people achieve extraordinary success while others with the same opportunities struggle? The difference, my friends, is often hidden in something so simple, yet so powerful. Their mornings. The way you start your day shapes the way you live your day. And the way you live your day shapes your destiny. So today I want to share with you 7 morning rituals for success. Simple yet transformative practices that can elevate your life. Starting your day with gratitude is one of the most transformative habits a person can cultivate. And yet it is often the most overlooked. In the fast-paced world we live in, many people wake up rushing, worrying, or scrolling through their phones, immediately exposing their minds to noise and negativity. But when you pause for a moment and allow gratitude to enter your heart, everything begins to shift. Gratitude acts like a mental filter. It cleanses your thoughts, settles your emotions, and prepares you to face the day with strength and clarity. It reminds you that no matter how challenging life may be, there is always something worth appreciating. Even the simple fact that you opened your eyes today is a gift denied to many. Most people focus on what they lack, but gratitude teaches you to focus on what you have. And that shift in awareness is the foundation of emotional stability and personal growth. Starting your morning with gratitude is not just about saying thank you, it is about recognizing the value of the blessings already present in your life. When you acknowledge the things you often take for granted, like your health, your family, your opportunities, or even the comfort of your home, you rewire your mind to see abundance instead of scarcity. This mindset creates a powerful emotional foundation that sets the tone for the entire day. Research has shown that people who practice gratitude regularly experience lower stress, better mood, and stronger resilience. Gratitude naturally reduces anxiety because it forces your mind to move away from fear and focus on appreciation. It is impossible to be truly grateful and deeply negative. At the same time, the two cannot coexist. Gratitude becomes a shield that protects your peace. The morning is the most important time to practice gratitude because it determines the energy and attitude you carry into the world. If the first thoughts that enter your mind are complaints, stress, or frustration, then that energy follows you into your decisions, your interactions, and your work. But when the first thoughts are appreciation and positivity, your mindset becomes aligned with hope and confidence. Simple moments of gratitude can shift your emotional state instantly. For example, taking a few seconds to appreciate the breath in your lungs reminds you that you are alive and capable. Thinking about the people who care for you reminds you that you are supported. Appreciating opportunities reminds you that your future is still open and full of possibilities. Gratitude also helps you develop emotional maturity. It stops you from comparing your life with someone else's highlight reel and allows you to see the beauty of your own journey. When you begin your day appreciating what you have, you break the cycle of envy, insecurity, and dissatisfaction. You learn to value progress instead of perfection. You begin to understand that happiness is not something you chase after. It is something you cultivate internally. Gratitude is not dependent on external achievements. It is a mindset that helps you find joy even in small moments and strength even in adversity. In the professional world, gratitude enhances productivity and creativity. When your mind is calm and balanced, your ability to think clearly improves. You make better decisions, handle challenges more effectively, and communicate with more patience. Gratitude makes you more aware of opportunities instead of obstacles. It improves your relationships because people are naturally drawn to those who radiate positivity. A grateful person leads with humility, connects with sincerity, and influences with compassion. Such qualities build trust, attract support, and inspire others. Beginning your morning with gratitude is not simply a habit. It is a powerful life strategy. It sets your emotional climate, shapes your perspective, and strengthens your inner resilience, allowing you to navigate challenges with grace and confidence. Controlling your mind before the world controls, it is one of the most essential disciplines for anyone striving towards success, fulfillment, and emotional stability. In the first few moments after waking up, your mind is at its most vulnerable state, open, impressionable, and easily shaped by whatever you allow into it. If the first thing you consume is chaos, noise, or negativity, that energy becomes the foundation of your day. The notifications, the worries, the messages, the demands of the world begin to pull your attention in every direction, leaving you mentally scattered and emotionally drained even before the day has properly begun. But when you take time to center your mind, to pause, breathe, and gently guide your thoughts, you strengthen your ability to respond to life rather than simply react to it. A calm mind is a powerful mind, and the strength to remain centered is a skill that elevates your entire life. The mind is like a garden. If you don't cultivate it intentionally, weeds will grow automatically. These weeds are the doubts, fears, worries, and insecurities that naturally emerge when we don't take control of our inner world. Beginning your morning with mindfulness, whether through meditation, breathing practices, prayer, or quiet reflection, allows to clear away those internal weeds before they take over your day. It gives you the clarity to choose your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. This moment of mental stillness is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It gives you the emotional grounding needed to deal with unpredictable challenges, difficult conversations, pressure, and responsibilities that will inevitably come your way. When you take even a few minutes to sit in silence, to breathe deeply, or to focus your mind on something meaningful, you shift your brain from a reactive state to a responsive one. In a reactive state, you move through the day impulsively, influenced by the emotions of the moment. In a responsive state, you move through the day with intention and awareness. You become more thoughtful in your decisions, more composed under pressure, and more in control of your emotions. This mental stability becomes your biggest asset. It prevents you from overthinking situations, rushing into mistakes, or allowing small irritations to affect your mood. Instead of being emotionally triggered by the world, you develop the ability to observe and choose how to respond. Taking control of your mind also strengthens your focus. In a world filled with distractions, focus has become a rare and valuable skill. If you start your morning immediately diving into social media, messages, or news, your attention becomes fragmented. Your mind starts chasing whatever catches its interest, and this lack of control follows you throughout the day. But if you begin your morning by grounding yourself, you sharpen your ability to concentrate on what truly matters. You train your mind to stay present instead of drifting into anxiety about the future or regret about the past. This presence improves your productivity, creativity, and overall performance. You become someone who works with clarity rather than confusion. There is also a deeper emotional benefit to mastering your mind in the morning. It teaches you to find peace within yourself first, instead of depending on the external world to make you feel good. When your sense of well-being is internal, you stop letting circumstances dictate your mood. You stop giving power to things outside your control. You start living from a place of inner strength rather than external validation. This shift reduces stress, increases resilience, and builds a mindset that is unshaken by difficulties. People who control their mind before the world controls it walk through life with a quiet confidence. They appear calm even when situations are chaotic because they have already created their peace from within. Starting the day with mindfulness also enhances your emotional intelligence. You become more aware of your thoughts, emotions, and reactions. You understand yourself better, which allows you to handle relationships and challenges with more patience and empathy. You communicate more thoughtfully, listen more attentively, and respond more wisely. When your inner world is stable, your outer world becomes easier to navigate. Taking control of your mind every morning is not simply a habit. It is a powerful act of self-leadership. It is the decision to guide your day instead of being dragged by it, to shape your thoughts instead of being shaped by them, and to walk into the world with intention, stability, and inner strength. Speaking positivity into your life is one of the most influential practices for shaping your mindset, strengthening your confidence, and elevating the direction of your personal and professional journey. Every morning, before the world presents you with its expectations and pressures, your inner voice begins a conversation with you. That inner dialogue either empowers you or limits you. If your first thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, or self-criticism, you quietly sabotage your own potential before the day even begins. But when you intentionally speak words of encouragement, strength, and possibility into your life, you begin to reprogram your mind to believe in what you are capable of achieving. Your words are powerful. They carry energy, emotion, and influence. They become the seeds of your actions, your decisions, and ultimately your destiny. Positive affirmations are not about pretending that everything is perfect. They are about reminding yourself that you are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. When you tell yourself, "I am capable," you are not denying challenges. You are acknowledging your ability to rise above them. When you say, "I am improving," you shift your focus from shortcomings to progress. This shift in self-talk is crucial because the mind is deeply influenced by repetition. The beliefs you reinforce consistently become the foundation of your identity. If you repeatedly speak negativity, your mind starts treating those words as truth. But when you consistently declare positivity, your mind begins to align itself with confidence, clarity, and determination. Speaking positivity into your life also helps you break free from the cycle of comparison. In a world where people constantly showcase their success, achievements, or lifestyle, it is easy to feel inadequate or behind. Positive self-talk protects you from this mental trap by directing your focus inward instead of outward. You begin valuing your own journey rather than measuring yourself against someone else's timeline. This internal empowerment strengthens your emotional resilience. You stop being discouraged by temporary failures or setbacks because you have trained your mind to stay hopeful and persistent. Your inner voice becomes your personal coach, reminding you that growth is a process and that every step forward counts. The way you speak to yourself also influences your performance in the real world. Confidence is not something that appears out of nowhere. It is built through the way you think and speak about yourself daily. When your inner voice supports you, your actions naturally become bolder. You take opportunities that once intimidated you. You handle responsibilities with greater assurance, and you approach challenges with a solution-oriented mindset. This self-belief is often what separates high achievers from everyone else. It is not luck or talent alone. It is the ability to stay mentally strong even when circumstances are uncertain. Positive affirmations help build that strength. There is a powerful psychological effect that comes from repeating constructive words to yourself. The mind begins to anticipate success instead of fearing failure. You start viewing problems as learning experiences. You become more patient with yourself and more resilient when things don't go as planned. Instead of giving up, you develop the mindset of persistence. This emotional shift affects not only your internal world, but also the way you interact with others. When you speak positivity into your own life, you naturally begin to radiate positivity toward those around you. You communicate more confidently, express yourself more clearly, and build stronger relationships. People feel inspired and uplifted by your presence because your internal strength becomes external influence. Speaking positivity into your life also cultivates self-respect. You begin to understand your worth, value your efforts, and honor your potential. Instead of waiting for others to validate or appreciate you, you become your own source of encouragement. This reduces emotional dependence and helps you develop a more stable sense of self. Your decisions become more aligned with your goals because your mind supports your direction rather than doubting it. You begin to live with greater intention and clarity. In the end, the words you speak to yourself shape the environment of your mind. They either build a space of fear or a space of possibility. And when you choose possibility, when you choose strength, growth, and positivity, you give yourself the advantage of walking into each day with renewed confidence, purpose, and belief in your ability to rise higher. Moving your body in the morning is far more than just exercise. It is an intentional act of awakening your energy, sharpening your focus, and preparing your mind and body to perform at their highest potential. When you commit to physical movement at the start of your day, you are telling yourself that your well-being matters and that you are ready to take ownership of your life. Many people underestimate how profoundly the body and mind are connected. When the body is sluggish, the mind becomes dull. When the body is energized, the mind becomes sharper, clearer, and more capable of handling challenges. Morning movement is not merely a physical routine. It is a powerful discipline that influences your emotions, productivity, resilience, and overall quality of life. Even a few minutes of stretching, walking, or light exercise can shift your entire mental state. Movement increases circulation, delivering oxygen to your brain and waking up your nervous system. This natural boost creates a sense of alertness that no cup of coffee can truly replace. As your blood flows and muscles wake up, your mind becomes more focused and ready to handle decision-making with clarity. You begin your day with a sense of momentum, which helps you avoid laziness or procrastination. The very act of choosing to move your body first thing in the morning strengthens your willpower. It trains you to do what is necessary, not just what is comfortable. This discipline carries into every other area of your life. Physical movement also has a profound effect on emotional health. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, natural chemicals that boost your mood and reduce stress. This creates an emotional stability that supports you throughout the day. Instead of waking up irritated, overwhelmed, or mentally foggy, you enter the day with a sense of balance and positivity. You respond more calmly to pressure, interact more thoughtfully with others, and manage difficulties with increased resilience. Movement helps release tension stored in the body, allowing your mind to feel lighter and more at ease. This emotional clarity becomes one of your strongest advantages in both your personal and professional pursuits. In addition to emotional benefits, morning movement enhances confidence. When you start your day by showing up for yourself, by proving that you can push through fatigue or excuses, you build a small but meaningful sense of achievement. This feeling translates into confidence that stays with you throughout the day. You begin to trust yourself more. You begin to believe in your ability to remain disciplined and consistent. These small victories accumulate, shaping a stronger, more empowered version of yourself. Consistency in physical movement reminds you that progress happens through steady effort, not perfection. Beyond the internal changes, movement strengthens your overall health. Daily activity supports your metabolism, improves posture, promotes better sleep, and strengthens your immune system. A stronger body not only performs better, but also withstands stress more effectively. When your physical health is prioritized, your energy levels increase naturally, allowing you to give your best effort to your work, relationships, goals, and responsibilities. It becomes easier to stay engaged, motivated, and mentally alert. What makes morning movement especially powerful is the mindset it creates. When you begin your day prioritizing your health, you set a tone of discipline and respect for yourself. You send a message to your mind that you are committed to growth, improvement, and strength. Movement becomes a reminder that your body is not an obstacle, but an ally. One that needs care, attention, and consistency. It helps you become more present, more grounded, and more connected with yourself. In a world where stress, distractions, and pressure are constant, Taking time each morning to move your body gives you a protective shield. It aligns your energy, stabilizes your emotions, and sharpens your focus. It prepares you physically and mentally to meet the day with intention. And most importantly, it reinforces the understanding that success begins with how well you take care of yourself. When you move your body each morning, you are not just exercising, you are building the strongest, healthiest, and most resilient version of yourself. Feeding your mind with growth each morning is one of the most valuable investments you can make in your personal and professional development. The knowledge you absorb, the ideas you explore, and the perspectives you expose yourself to shape the way you think, the decisions you make, and the direction your life naturally moves toward. When you dedicate even a small part of your morning to reading, listening, or learning something meaningful, you activate your mind in a way that sets the tone for a productive, focused, and intellectually enriched day. Many people underestimate the power of consistent learning. Yet the truth is that your mind needs nourishment every day, just as much as your body does. Growth does not happen by accident, it happens through intention. Taking time to read in the morning stimulates your intellect when it is most receptive. Your mind is fresh, undistracted, and ready to absorb new information. Whether it is a few pages of a book, a thoughtful article, or an inspiring podcast, these moments of learning expose you to ideas that can shift your thinking and sharpen your mindset. One new insight can change how you view a problem, approach a task, or seize an opportunity. Morning learning acts as mental fuel, accelerating your creativity and inspiring better thinking. It encourages you to dream bigger, to explore new possibilities, and to approach your goals from different angles. This mental expansion becomes the foundation of personal innovation and excellence. Feeding your mind with growth also builds confidence. Knowledge gives you the power to communicate more effectively, make informed decisions, and navigate challenges with greater competence. When you learn something valuable early in the day, you carry that sense of accomplishment with you. It reminds you that you're evolving, improving, and strengthening your abilities. This type of confidence is not dependent on external validation. It comes from within, from knowing that you are actively investing in your development. Over time, this consistent effort compounds into a more capable, informed, and empowered version of yourself. Engaging in morning learning also enhances discipline. It shows that you are willing to prioritize growth over comfort, consistency over excuses. While many may choose to spend their morning scrolling through social media or consuming information that offers little value, choosing to learn sets you apart. It cultivates a mindset of curiosity and purpose. It reinforces the belief that every day is an opportunity to become better than you were yesterday. This discipline influences other areas of your life as well, pushing you to make more intentional choices throughout the day. One of the greatest advantages of feeding your mind with growth is its impact on your long-term success. Knowledge is the one resource that multiplies the more you use it. The ideas you learn today may become the solutions you apply tomorrow. The perspectives you gather may influence your leadership, communication, and decision-making. The wisdom you gather from books and experiences of others can help you avoid mistakes, overcome challenges, and seize opportunities more effectively. Learning equips you with tools that prepare you for a changing world. It ensures that you remain adaptable, innovative, and relevant in an environment that is constantly evolving. Morning learning also introduces mental clarity. It helps you start your day with intention rather than drifting through distractions. When you read something meaningful or listen to something insightful, you align your thoughts with purpose rather than noise. This clarity strengthens your focus and helps you prioritize what truly matters. You enter the day with a sharper mind, a calmer mindset, and a clearer vision of what you want to accomplish. Feeding your mind with growth is ultimately about choosing progress over stagnation. Every morning you have a choice to repeat the same routine, or to rise a little higher. When you choose to learn, you choose expansion, you choose strength, you choose evolution. You build a mindset that sees possibility everywhere and recognizes that excellence is not a result of luck, but of consistent intentional growth. Planning your day with purpose is one of the most essential habits for achieving clarity, productivity, and long-term success. Many people wake up and step directly into the day without direction, reacting to whatever comes their way. This reactive approach often leads to stress, disorganization, and a sense of being overwhelmed. But when you take a few intentional minutes each morning to plan your day, you create structure in your life and reclaim control over your time. You begin to move with intention instead of drifting through distractions. Purposeful planning transforms your daily routine from chaotic activity into meaningful progress, helping you focus on what truly matters. The first benefit of planning your day is the clarity it brings. When you clearly define your priorities, your mind becomes more organized and less cluttered. You know exactly what requires your attention, which tasks are important, and what can wait. This prevents you from jumping from one task to another without direction. With clarity comes confidence. You start your day knowing what needs to be accomplished and why it matters. This sense of direction eliminates confusion and reduces stress, allowing you to approach your work with a calm and focused mindset. Purposeful planning also enhances your productivity. When you have a clear plan, you waste less time and energy deciding what to do next. You make quicker decisions because your tasks are already laid out. This efficiency allows you to get more done in less time. Breaking your goals into smaller, manageable tasks makes them feel achievable rather than intimidating. Each completed task gives you a sense of accomplishment, motivating you to keep going. Productivity becomes a natural result of structure, not pressure. Planning your day each morning also helps you stay aligned with your bigger goals. It ensures that your daily actions support your long-term aspirations. Many people dream of success, but without a plan, their efforts remain scattered. When you consistently plan with purpose, you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. You transform goals into steps and steps into actions. This method keeps you accountable and prevents procrastination. It allows you to track your progress and make adjustments when necessary. Another valuable effect of planning your day is the sense of control it gives you. Life is unpredictable and challenges will always arise, but having a plan provides stability. Even when unexpected situations occur, your plan acts as a guide, helping you regroup and refocus. Instead of being overwhelmed by disruptions, you learn to adapt with confidence. This emotional stability allows you to remain calm under pressure and make thoughtful decisions. Planning reduces anxiety because it removes the feeling of uncertainty that often comes from a lack of direction. Purposeful planning also improves your time management skills. When you allocate specific time slots for your tasks, you become more aware of how you use your time. You begin to recognize habits that drain your productivity and replace them with more effective strategies. You learn to set boundaries, avoid unnecessary distractions, and give your full attention to the task at hand. This discipline allows you to create a balanced day where work, rest, and personal growth coexist harmoniously. In addition to structure and productivity, planning your day also influences your emotional well-being. When you have a plan, you feel more in control and less overwhelmed. You start the day with determination rather than anxiety. Each completed task gives you a sense of satisfaction and confidence. Purposeful planning allows you to end each day with the comforting knowledge that you moved forward, no matter how small the steps may be. This sense of progress builds motivation and resilience. Planning your day with purpose is ultimately an act of self-respect. It shows that you value your time, your goals, and your growth. It reflects a mindset of discipline and intention, qualities that are essential for anyone striving for success. By taking those few moments each morning to organize your thoughts, define your priorities, and set your direction, you set yourself up not only for a productive day, but for a meaningful life. When you plan with purpose, you transform your day from something you simply go through into something you intentionally shape and elevate. In closing, remember this: you don't need a new day to start over. You need a new mindset. Adopt these 7 rituals and watch how your mornings transform your days and your days transform your destiny. Thank you so much. And may your mornings be full of purpose, peace, and power. Thank you.